Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. By the time this video goes live, we will have a better understanding on where the price of XRP is going. Are we going upward, or are we going to have more pullback happen? That's why I'm always telling you, expect the unexpected when you're a crypto investor. I see influencers saying this will be the last shakeout, as if they have some crystal ball that can predict inflationary pressures, central bank policy, geopolitical instability, exchange collapses, lawsuits, no regulated projects going bust, black swan events like a cyber attack. Instead of thinking you know it all, humble yourself. Be a reactive market participant instead of an impulsive market participant. This comes from Cyprus. And that's what I see happening right now all over X. Everybody's saying the same thing. That was the last shakeout. It's time to go all in on this crypto, that crypto. But nobody knows for sure. Nobody can call this market 100%. And that's why I always tell you, be prepared for anything to happen. Expect the unexpected. Some big news can come out right now. Some real world event can happen right now that sends crypto plunging down. And you got to be prepared for that. Some good news can come out and all of a sudden the price of XRP skyrockets. Prepare for anything to happen. Seeing many reports of users unable to withdraw USDC from Coinbase. I don't know what's going on with Coinbase, but let me tell you something. The track record does not look good. So far, Bitcoin has achieved new all-time highs every time Coinbase was down. Now the market is dumping out and people can't withdraw their USDC. That's why I'm always urging you to get your crypto off the exchanges, because no exchange is 100% safe either. To the folks saying the day isn't over regarding the XRP Etf news that was put out by the Bull and Tall Guy Tycoon, remember this much. BitBoy was the original source for this news. Do with that as you may. Ben Armstrong, let me guess, your source was higher ups, huh? Now, I'm going to address this two different ways. Number one, the XRP ETF is all bullshit. We don't need an ETF for XRP. I keep seeing people every single day saying all we need is an ETF for XRP and the price is going to moon overnight. Second, I'm so sick of people saying that higher ups are telling them this, insiders are telling them that. That's all bullshit. And you know, I've been hearing that for so long and I'm tired of it. I'm fed up with it. There's no insiders telling anyone anything. They're making this shit up in their head and they're spewing it all over X on a daily basis. When it comes to XRP, all we need is utility to drive the price. That's it. And XRP will achieve numbers we could only dream of. We don't need hype ETF, hype IPO bullshit on a daily basis now. And we are headed into alt season. I think shortly after that, we will start to see that utility drive the price of XRP. When XRP is moving money from one central bank to another. And that is definitely coming. Well, final pretrial conference last minute added for the 16th of April, 2024. Maybe that's why 500 million XRP have been unlocked from escrow. I smell a settlement between Ripple and the SEC. Now, I'm not going to get your hopes up on this either. This is scheduled for Monday. If this happens and there's a settlement, great. Then the price of XRP will definitely start to take off. If it doesn't happen, like I always tell you, we just move forward. At least you're not disappointed anticipating some sort of big news. Then there's this. Do you guys believe in coincidences? Prepare for moon time, folks. So this I just want to share with you. I have no idea what LTRPB is, but I sure wish I held some. That came from David Schwartz. And a lot of people said what LTRPB is let the Ripple price boom. That was on the April 16, 2020. Then we see the date for this coming Monday, possible settlement. Then we see this. Everyone is preparing today for a solar eclipse when they should be preparing for a moon. That came from Uphold. So I never like riddles. There's a little bit of coincidence in here that I see, and maybe something big will happen on Monday, but I'm not anticipating it. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, at least we won't be disappointed. I just thought that was worth sharing. So Ripple and the UAE. Send money fast from UAE to India with our enhanced real-time payment service. This comes from Smoke. What will happen in the UAE will complete first phase of CBDC implementation mid-2024 by connecting some banks to the Digital Dirham platform. Then he goes on to say half of Ripple's MENA payment volume equals cross-border payments from UAE, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia. Things look very good for the middle of 2024. I think we're going to see other CBDCs start to go live as well. That could be when we start to see some demand and utility for XRP. We expect 2024 to be DLT behind the scenes year. A key outcome will be more live CBDC issuances globally. 2024 equals continued momentum to diversify into digital assets and more activity by commercial banks and CBDC projects. So what we've seen was 2023 was a year of efficiency focus for DLT projects. Remember, that was the year of building. 2024 is going to be the year of value. That's what I predict for this year. I think we're going to see a new all-time high for XRP. Then there's this, coming from Ashley Prosper. Ripple only needs 9 more money transmitter license. So I emailed and called the remaining 9 states. 5 responded. Here's what they said. Texas, Ripple money transmitter license is pending approval. New Jersey, Ripple owns standard custody and trust, had an application pending in the state for some time. The delay was unexplained, but because of my query, it will now get attention. Indiana, Ripple does not currently have a money transmitter license in the state, but they hinted one is pending approval. Washington, Ripple does not have one, but also hinted one is pending approval. Florida, Ripple had an application in Florida, but it was withdrawn in March of 2023. They said this was a technical withdrawal due to not receiving a response from the company. Massachusetts, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia, no answer yet. Now, here's the way I look at the money transmitter license. I always tell you, this is the rails that XRP is going to run on in the future. I think these were set up at that specific time for a reason. Most of this happened in 2023. Once all these money transmitter licenses are in place inside all of the United States, I think that's when we could see the flip of the switch possibly happen in the US. But again, when is this going to finally come to completion? Nobody really knows yet. But we do know that FedNow, Ripple already has rails set up inside. Also, we will see XRP run inside of FedNow. That's why I'm always telling people, you look at the price of XRP right now, and it's hard to believe that it's set to hit some high numbers in the future. It's hard to believe it. Most people think it's never, ever going to happen. But all this has to happen first. Regulations have to happen first. And those are all also looking very good for 2024 as well. As gold has smashed another all-time high over $2,400, don't forget HSBC has recently introduced tokenized gold securities custody in partnership with Medico, a subsidiary of Ripple, offering this innovative service to retail investors in Hong Kong. Know what you hold. Again, we don't know what kind of value is going to come from this over time as well. I think XRP is going to be moving the value of gold when it's moving gold-backed currencies all around the world. And I think that also is not too far off from where we are right now. Only a few truly understand how digital money is being integrated into our financial system. I meant to play this video for all of you a couple days ago. Take a listen.
The most important piece, which is one that people aren't focusing on, is the protocol. The underlying protocol by which we agree to conduct these transactions. So you use a series of protocols every day and you don't even think about them. You don't think about the internet protocol, you don't think about the simple mail technology protocol, you don't think about the file transfer protocol, you don't think about the high text translation protocol. I go through them, right? You just make use of the technology and the protocols make it work. The people who really understand what's going on with digital currencies understand that putting these protocols in place, the blockchain protocol, the Ethereum protocol, the Ripple protocol, and then enabling those protocols to cause transactions to occur. And then those transactions can be defined very broadly as not just moving things of value, but anything that's got an information content.
So Ripple and XRP can move any type of value, tokenized value, it doesn't matter. But everything has to be set up first. So while we're all sitting here like the retail investors that we are, bitching and complaining that the price of XRP isn't moving, it's because none of the protocols have been put in place everywhere. Sure, some protocols are set up already, but we're waiting for everything to be set up. Then that's when we can start to see everything get moving. The demand of XRP is going to rise very fast as that happens as well, and the price will rise with it. And that's why I always urge people to not think like the retail investors that we are, but think more of an institutional investor. They're patient. They don't care how long this takes. They will buy XRP at high prices in the future. Doesn't matter where the price goes. But, right now, because we are retail investors and our money's tied up in XRP and we're still working class people, we want to see the price moon tomorrow. But we are getting there now. And everything is coming together perfectly. That's why I'm always pushing patience. Stay patient. Don't worry about the price now. Worry about the price that's going to come later. Because that's how we will get rich in the future. John Deaton has praised Elizabeth Warren and outraised Elizabeth Warren in the first quarter, 1.3 million to 1.1 million. This is a devastating result for Warren, and many now believe John has a legitimate chance to take her down. I like the idea of that. And Elizabeth Warren was probably initially thinking, oh, this guy's never going to give me a run for my money. I'm going to get reelected, and I'm going to continue to try to crush crypto and work for the big banks. But now it looks like Johnny Deaton has a chance to take her down. Let's hope that's the outcome. Now there's this. So the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston is hiring a lead distributed systems engineer, CBDC. The Federal Reserve System serves as the central bank of the United States. Its fundamental mission is to foster the stability, integrity, and efficiency of the nation's monetary, financial, and payment systems. This position is responsible for supporting the Federal Reserve System, central bank digital currency research and development program. Now, why are they hiring for someone to work on CBDC? if we're not going to get a CBDC in the United States. I say this all the time because there's so many people, even in the crypto space, that don't believe a CBDC is going to happen in the United States. That's the end game. And I think they're going to try to push it out even before the next election happens. Then there's this breaking news. The United States is now urging action on generational debt risk and has called out China. The irony is just unbelievable. So what they're saying is the Treasury official warns poor countries may pay too much for debt. What about the people in the United States? Look at the debt that's racked up in the U.S. And they're worried about other countries right now. And they're blaming China for this. You know, every generation in the United States right now, the next generation, the generation after that, the generation after that is still going to be paying back all the debt that we're in right now. $34 trillion. And they keep adding to the debt because our government cannot stop spending. But they want to call out China all of a sudden. You know, I look at it like this. We're XRP investors, right? So what are we looking for? We're looking for generational wealth to counter the generational debt that's happening in the United States right now. And I always look to the East. I look at the EU. I look at the UK. Because everything that's happening right now over there is coming to the United States. And people here act like it's not going to happen. It's already happening behind the scenes. They are hiring for people to work on CBDCs. They're talking about a digital dollar on a daily basis. You don't think that's the end game for the United States? It absolutely is. And it's the same reason I'm always urging people, hold on to your XRP for dear life. Enrich yourself while you still can, so you can avoid living under a CBDC, so you can avoid the universal basic income, which they're going to definitely push. They're going to push that ahead of a CBDC. You know why? Because then people will be more accepting of a CBDC in the US. That's what I see coming in the very near future. But you know, until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.